I just happen to have my guitar here. See if I... Just did 2 tire tracks up a mountainside. It is the road leading to my home. Well, my mansion ain't much, but it's filled with pride. I built it from the hillside stone. Well, the curtains and the windows are from burlap bags I emptied about a year ago. And the roof is covered with license tags they gave me at the general store at my low down payment home. Anyway, that goes on and on. Well, that's the Grammy Award that you see, the picture up there, and then this is my personal certificate for the Grammy Award. I'm Dolan Ellis. I'm Arizona's official State Balladeer. Been that for 57 years. This is kind of an interesting item over here. I'd always loved music and my guitar and such. The folk era was really big back in the late 50s, early 60s. That was the music, the pop music of my day, and so I gravitated toward that.
How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man?
I started following my dream, and the rest is history. In my early career, I was pursuing fame, and that's when I went to Hollywood and I did that whole scene, and I was one of the founding and one of the original members of the new Christy Minstrels.
The Christy Minstrels. Come on, Big Mule!
And we took that group from ground zero to gold records and Grammy Award in 1962.
Taking my pleasure so freely, just a good loving rambling man. I had quite a way with the ladies.
That gave me the window to, a wider window to the audiences, and it really helped to catapult my music.
I kissed her and swore that I loved her. I told her someday she'd be mine. That I laughed all the way back to Texas. Ha ha! Think she'd believe that old line.
But I really missed Arizona, so I quit right at the pinnacle of our success. And everybody, all my friends, all my peers thought I was completely crazy.
Arizona I-10 highway.
But I did, and I started back to writing and photographing and traveling the state.
That I carry on my back.
Governor Sam Goddard sent the word to me, said, "How would you like to be our state balladeer?" I'd never heard of such a thing, but I thought it sounded pretty cool, and so I said, yeah, I think that would be really neat. I am the first balladeer of the state of Arizona and the first balladeer of any state of the United States of America.
If you enjoyed the program today, my name is Dolan Ellis. I am the official Arizona State Balladeer. If you do not enjoy the program today, my name is Garth Brooks.
When I first got that title, people used to kind of laugh because I was young, and anything having to do with the establishment back in the 60s was not cool. So it took a number of years for people to figure out I'm dead serious about what I'm doing.
And listen to the coyotes howling.
When I was traveling, I would intentionally go to here, go to there, hear about this person, hear about that old timer over there, hear about this old rancher over there. The guitar and music, it's magic. You pull out a guitar, it's a magnet.
To this strange.
I like to document interesting people and interesting places and interesting lifestyles. And so I don't know, I felt that Those stories needed to be saved. Those experiences needed to be had. I needed to crystallize them.
Dawn is breaking through the tall pine trees. Ravens riding on the morning breeze.
We went down to Ramsey Canyon. I always wanted to go there. I'd never been there. And this property was for sale.
And I know I'm home.
It had the creek running through it and the big old sycamore trees. I bought that place specifically to build the Folklore Center. I did shows for 5 years down there in the little old Moffett house, it's called, the little gray house that's kind of downstream from the main Folklore Center. That was our first venue. It was cool, yeah, because I lived there, and for the first time in my life, I didn't drive to go to work. I'd just walk down to the Folklore Center and do my shows and walk back up home again and have dinner. So we've just been trudging along ever since, and so far so good.
Put your hands together.
You came.
My name is Dave Stamey. I'm a singer-songwriter in the Western music genre, and I'm here to perform at the Arizona Folklore Preserve for, I think this is my 8th or 9th time, something like that.
Live longer than you want them to. Well, he stuck his head inside that helmet.
In Arizona, they're very, very hooked into the themes that I celebrate. The history it rings very, very loudly here.
Thanks for playing along. I appreciate that very, very, very much. Thank you.
On the wings of a desert breeze, lift your eyes to Arizona skies. Let your soul run free.
I didn't think I'd ever retire. Even now, even though I can't do shows anymore, it still comes out. I'm still at my desk writing every day and researching and interested, you know. A creative person can't retire. It just keeps coming out. It just keeps coming out.
All right. Arizona, through and through.
It's almost religion to me. I am so tied to the flora and the fauna and the history and the legacies of this state.